What's up, man? Good, y'all. Boy Dev back again. First listen. Please ain't. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's first day of 2017. I said 2017. It's the first day of 2018. And I'm on the moon right now. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually on the moon. If y'all catch my drift. I got peer pressured. I decided, hey, you know what the hell, 2018, let's try it. And it's just as I remember it. You know, listen to that Thundercat album again, and that was pure fire. Got my coquito. And my long john on because it is like 30 degrees on Florida. It is some bullshit out here. I don't know what Florida is on right now. But today I'm going to give you guys another list of my honorable mentions 2017. I'm going to do albums and songs together. Try to make this a rather quick video. A lot of y'all didn't really like my top 25, how it took so long. You know, it took 30 minutes, which is okay. And one of my subscribers wants to put in the comments below, you know, each list track and, you know, whatever. I'll pin it. So a lot of y'all can do that because I'm not doing it. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not doing it. Y'all can do it though. Yeah, unfortunately, man, there was a couple songs that couldn't really make the list. And, you know, it was really hard. You know, this list thing, doing the whole list thing is really hard because there's so many great albums and so many great songs, and they do have their highlights at certain times in my day, you know, in my life, you know, when I'm sad or when I'm happy or when I'm hyped, you know. So it's really hard to put together. It's really hard to put a 100% accurate list together. I'm gonna just keep it like that. So I just say what I feel and what, you know, what basically I listen to the most, and that's how I usually do these list things. But like always, man, been fucking talking too much. Let's get right into this, man. Honorable mentions of 2017. Let's just do this. Oh, my bad. Alright, man, first song, man, Set It Off, Bryson Tiller, the banger of the album. A lot of y'all are fans of Self-Made, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. Even to this day, I do not like that track. I don't know why everybody thinks it's so good. I do not like Bryson on those type of beats. I like him when he's grown and sexy, you know, he's doing his thing, giving us them love songs, because that's exactly what he is. He's an R&B artist, he's a singer. So Set It Off was, you know, he used that old school sample, back to his old ways, very sexy. I listened to that a couple times when I was getting domed up. Let's just keep it real out here. The next one is Wild Thoughts with Rihanna. Oh, man, I don't know if you can take it. I know you want to see me naked. Like, Rihanna did her thing. She looked really good in that video. It was really hard. I was really contemplating putting that in my top 25, but it got a little old after a minute. It was very catchy. You know, why? You know, I did say that a lot. And when it came on, I did jam, but I didn't really repeat it. But it was a great song, you know, a summer hit. I feel like Bryson Tiller could have came a little harder on the track, but he did his thing, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It was a sexy song for the summer. Look, I don't mind it. That's why it's in the honorable mentions. Another one we got is Ella So Stray, New Addy. Now, this really was going to be in my top 25 until I made my top 25. And I figured, like, damn, I really can't put it on here. But New Addy, man, when I first listened to that, you guys introduced me to Ella So Stray. That was something amazing, man. Like, I listened to that, I listened to that song, and new address booming, had him in the trap when I'm moving, you know. And he was going in, and the way that beat was, it was very new school. A lot of y'all say Ella So Stray sounds like, you know, Bryson Tiller. He has that like Bryson Tiller feel to him. I can see where everybody's coming from. If you haven't listened to his album, his project, you know, album, project, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, you should definitely take a peep to it. You know, New Addy came out in 2016, but it was on a 2017, you know, project release, so that's why I count it. Same thing as Bad and Bougie. Bad and Bougie, you know, Culture came out in February, so that's why I put Bad and Bougie in my top 25. Another track too is Rap Save Me, from that Offset and 21 Savage. Everybody loves Ric Flair drip. Yeah, Ric Flair drip is definitely for the party. But to me, Rap Save Me, I feel like we got the normal 21 Savage. You know, he was back to his old ways. You know, he wasn't really doing that. You know, because I didn't like his new album. His new album was whatever to me. Nothing repeat value for me except bank account. Rap Save Me, man, I felt like he definitely got it. Offset, Metro did his thing on the production. It was a great overall solid track. Still jam that from time to time. Not every day, but, you know, I will go back to that project and play Ric Flair drip along with Rap Save Me. Oh, you know, I gotta take a little sippy, you know. Another one, No One Ever Dies, Lemon, track with Rihanna. It's crazy because I have 2 Rihanna features in here. Lemon was definitely good. I did not expect that drop. You know, when I first listened to it, it caught me off guard because yes, it was Nerd, you know, finally returned after like 10 years, and they came out, you know, with this track with Rihanna. We all know what Nerd was here. If you're a Nerd fan, and you know what Nerd was here for, they're really good on production. So when Rihanna came and she started rapping, you know, it kind of caught me off guard. I did not expect Riri to start ripping. She ripped that beat, to be honest. It's based on your setting, you know, the situation, whether or not I'm listening to that song. Because yeah, if I'm in a hype mood, then I'm definitely gonna listen to Lemon. But you know, if I'm like just trying to chill, trying to calm, I'm not really listening to Lemon. You know, it's for the party, upbeat track. I say the video definitely gives it justice as well because it's an art. That whole album is basically an art. Another track, Swamp, man. It was really hard because I listened to Swamp. Swamp is probably one of my favorite Brockhampton pieces. You know, from Saturation 2, Swamp, I just felt like, you know, listening to it day after day after day after day, what really catches me is the intro. The intro, you know, the boom, 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 and then, you know, from the outside, fucking dollars up. So like, yeah, when that track, you know, it grabs your attention right at the beginning. So you know, you're listening to it, and it's just like, damn, this junk is a bop. As time goes on, like it gets a little bit, you know, it gets repetitive, and you're just like, okay, this is cool, but definitely not their best track. But it's definitely one of my favorites. It's just not one of their best. I told you what my favorite track is, which is Face and Junkie. We also got Trippy Red, Scarred Too Deep. I can't tell. I've been scarred too deep. When y'all show me that Trippy Red project, and I still got to do Trippy Red 2, I might do it in 2018. Well, actually, I have to do it because I got to keep my word. Yeah, I did get 3,000 likes. I apologize. I will keep my word, though. But when I listened to Scarred Too Deep, it was... I could feel the pain in Trippy voice. And I knew that he sounds like I said, he sounds like a polished version of Lil Uzi. Feel like he puts more emotion to it. You know, he has more hurt into, you know, more passion into his dark rap. I feel like, you know, Trippy Red, he'll find himself. He just got to keep making music because people that mess with vibe. Look, I think the age we live in nowadays, a lot of people are starting to agree, man. Like, since everyone's on the drugs, I'm sorry to say this, like it's true though. Since everyone is on the drugs, a lot of people are appreciating, you know, the vibes and sounds because how it hits you when you are on that high or you're on that drunk. Including myself, the drunk, not the high. But you know what I mean. A lot of people are appreciating each and every sound that's in the song. So, you know, when you get this Trippy Red track, a lot of people, I say now, a lot of kids are going through, you know, depression more than it was before. I think the depression rates are really high, man. You know, a lot of people are just feeling sad, and you get this music and it just kind of cheers you up. You know, like, not cheers you up, but you just can relate to the feeling that Trippy's feeling. So I definitely felt that if anything, that song Scarred Too Deep was 26. This next track, y'all gonna be surprised. Walk on Water, featuring, you know, Playboy Cardi, ASAP Mob. Not the Walk on Water Eminem, please. No, I don't want any part of that album. But Walk on Water, ASAP Mob, featuring Cardi, or Cardi's and ASAP Mob. You know, I still don't know how that works out. But that track, you know, walk across the water, bitch, I walk. That was really catchy. ASAP Ferg ate that beat. You know, feeling like Jesus. I always say, man, Ferg applies himself. He's literally the best rapper in ASAP Mob. You know, shoot me, hate me, unsubscribe, do whatever you want. And ASAP Rocky's just that hipster type of dude. You know, definitely got swag. But I feel like when it come to rapping and just the style, that you know the unique style, I feel like ASAP Ferg is just doing his thing, man. He got that dark flow. Sometimes he rap fast, sometimes slow. Chopper's on Deck. Go listen to Chopper's on Deck if you don't know who ASAP Ferg is. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. Next one is Pothole from the Flower Boy album. Pothole, yeah, man. That was like, I wouldn't say that was my introduction to Jaden, but it kind of woke me up to Jaden. I was like, man, this is a cool feature. The whole album had like earthy tones. The album was very like spacey and bubbly. So having Jaden on that, because Jaden is like one of those like down to earth kids, and I feel like he's just in his own mind. So, you know, him and Tyler being weird as fuck in a good way. Both of them being weird as fuck on a track, I think it fit well, and it was one of the highlights of the album. A lot of people actually like Pothole as their favorite track. Mine was Boredom. So A lot of y'all thought that I didn't like Rockstar. I do like Rockstar. 21 kind of did ruin it for me. But Post Malone, man, that's probably one of Post Malone's best tracks since Too Young. I feel like he is evolving, and you know, even after what he said, man, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about that because this is about my favorite song. Just know Post Malone is he's just doing what he needs to do to be successful. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Whether it's messed up or not, that's another topic. If it wasn't for 21 Savage, that song would have been in my top 25. The last one I'm gonna say is Fallen, Jaden Smith. Have y'all listened to Jaden Smith Fallen on Chopped and Screwed? Because if you haven't, you should. That album would have been like amazing, super amazing, if he would have just got rid of some of those rapping tracks. Like tracks like Icon, BLU were really good, but then there was other tracks on there that were just really terrible. Like the one that sounded like an ad. I forget which one it was. I'm too on right now, so just don't mind me. Now that we got that one done, let's get to the albums. Honorable mentions of albums, man. First one we're gonna get to is Jadena, The Chief. When this album first came out in February, it was around February, I was totally a fan of it. I was like, man, this is the album of the year so far. I know that I was speaking too early because it was 2017. We just got into February. I'm already speaking like this album of the year. For me, I still bump like Helicopters Beware, and also his Long Live the Chief track. Man, I'm just saying, I understand what people were saying. It didn't have replay value after a couple of times. There is still a couple of tracks, like I said, I go back to. For the most part, though, it was just unexpected. I did not expect an album like that from Jadena. We're talking about, this is the Classic Man dude. You know, I'm expecting Classic Man. You know, I'm expecting a bop to it. Like, this is gonna be something that we just gonna jam to. But nah, man, he surprised me. He definitely can rap. I think he's from Africa. He had a couple skits in there you can see showing his family, showing his roots and whatnot. I appreciate the album for what it was. I think it just came out too early, so I spoke too soon because a lot of great albums did come out this year. Bruh. My curls is popping. Another one is Joey Badass, All American Badass. Damn, a lot of y'all probably just hating me right now for saying that, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's all about replay value. I understand that, you know, what he was speaking on in the album, it was so true, and it was definitely topics at that time that needed to be brought up. You know, I think it was like, I wouldn't say at the peak. I think in the summer it was at the peak. Actually, this whole year has been at the peak. What am I saying? You know, it was an album that was definitely needed about social issues going on today, but that's exactly what it was. You know, that's where the replay value came in for me. When I listen to it, yeah, it's, you know, when you listen to it, it's like cool, but it's not something that you can listen to every day. It has to be the right setting. Some of those tracks, yeah, some of them tracks wasn't even repeatable to me. I can't even think the last time I actually went back and listened to the album. It was probably like 2 months ago when I went back. I'm not bashing, it was still a great album, you know, it's honorable mention, but you know, to be in my top 10 albums, I can't say that I agree, because the other 10 albums that I put are albums that I listen to quite often. So I'm sorry guys, please don't be mad at me. It is what it is. Actually, another thing, if this was a top 10 hip-hop album, then for sure Joey Badass would be there. But when I do top albums, that means everything. You know, that means you can still be an R&B album and be, you know, and it'll be an overall album, as long as it doesn't have to be a rap album. That's all. I think a lot of people get confused too, that I don't put these albums on just because, you know, oh yeah, Joey Badass, yeah, he may have a great album, but was it better than this album? Was it better than this album? Was it better than Saturation? You know, and I'm just gonna say, yes, was it better than Saturation? Because Saturation, yes, while it wasn't a true rap album, overall as an album. Another album mention is Saturation 2 and Saturation 3. You guys are smart, so since I didn't say a saturation, then obviously you know that one of those saturations is in my top 10. These two had their highlights. Saturation 2 definitely had its highlights of the album, but I listened to it again and again and again, and I would say that Saturation 2 by far, you know, there has to be a worse album out of the trilogy. Y'all gotta understand that. That doesn't mean I'm calling it like a 0 or a 1 or it was terrible. I'm just saying out of the 3, it's just the worst. Please get the context right. I think that Saturation 2 is the worst out of the three. It had its super highlights in the album with Tokyo and Swamp, but the hardest part about, you know, Saturation 2 is, you know, me putting it on the honorable mention is the fact that Junkie is my favorite track from, you know, it's my favorite track from Brockhampton. But just because you have one great track, overall, the project, I don't think it's better than Saturation. I mean, I might as well just say it now. It's not better than Saturation. I think Saturation from start to finish finished strong. It was consistently good. Gummy and Jello and Teeth. You know, it was just up and down because you did get tracks like Swamp, Queer, you know, Tokyo, Junkie. Those are really, really solid tracks. Then there were some tracks where I was just like, okay, you know, I can live without. I can listen to it, but I also can live without. Saturation 3 was the same way, man. You know, you got tracks like Bleach, Rental, which is like one of my, I think Bleach is one, you know, one of my bops, you know, like, you know, when I'm just feeling cool, I'm swagging. And also Rental as well. I think, you know, they were just well produced, well put together. But like I said, it had ups and downs. Saturation 1 to me is just the most consistent project from them. Shit, I might as well just make a video, which is my best. But even though I just gave y'all the video. I mean, another one was JID's Never Story. I've seen this actually a lot on a lot of people's top albums. I mean, yeah, he signed to Dreamville. Cool album, you know, very cool album that he released. He is a talented lyricist. I see what J. Cole sees in him. But for me, just the project overall, I mean, yeah, it was good. But it was, as a hip-hop album, yes, it's a top 10 hip-hop album. But as an overall album, it's just not my top albums. And that's all I can really say about it. It's not a bad album. Like a top 10 hip-hop album, just not a top 10 overall album. For me, at least. This was kind of hard for this one, this album. Jaden Smith album was really good. Highlights in the album being Lost Boy and Fallen. I think I listened to Lost Boy and Fallen this past like month and a half. I've probably listened to that song, that combo, about 400 times. I'm not even joking with y'all. Like every time I've been like turned or I've been like cool, like, you know, trying to do some work and whatnot, I'm editing, I play Lost Boy in the background and I play Fallen in the background. The background. I also, you know, slow them down, play them Chopped and Screwed. Chopped and Screwed is amazing. Lost Boy and Chopped and Screwed, I don't know which one's better, Fallen or Lost Boy on Chopped and Screwed. Both amazing tracks. But that album, even 90 was good. 90. Ugh. Those were good songs. There was just a lot of downs in that album where I couldn't put it in my top 10. I wanted to put it in my top 10 so bad, but there was just so many downs in the album where I was just like, yeah. If I could take like certain tracks from the album, if it was like a 9 or if it was like a 7-track, 8-track album, EP, whatever, that would be my top 10 because Jaden did his thing. You can't hate on the man, man. The man is here now. The last one I'm gonna say is Sci-Hi. The thing about Sci-Hi's album for me, yeah, man, like I've always liked Sci-Hi. With Sci-Hi, man, what was that mixtape he had with Nelson Mandela on it? I think it was Historia, I think. It was called Historia. That mixtape I listened to, man, that was one of my favorite mixtapes from Sci-Hi. I always call him Cynthia the Prince. A lot. It's just an inside joke within my friends. I call him Cynthia the Prince. Like, bro, his name is Sci-Hi. I was like, nah, Cynthia the Prince. All right, get it right. But I definitely like Sci-Hi's project. To me, I just haven't had a lot of time since it recently just came out. I haven't had a lot of time to indulge in that album, really give it a full shot. I've only listened to it about 3 times, and that's not nearly enough to actually get into it. I think that's also a disadvantage when you release albums later on in the year. You know, it's just like some of these albums you can't even do it like a December. Like imagine if Kendrick released Damn in December. It would be the buzz right now, but you know, people are just getting their list out, and you know, they wouldn't have, I mean, you know, actually it's Kendrick, so they probably listen to it about 50 times. It'll probably be the only thing playing. But yeah, man, that's why it's really hard to do. I mean, if you want to say other albums, like I like the Huncho Jack with Quavo and Offset. That's one of my current listens to right now. Songs like Family Feud with Drake. That was probably great, but it just came out. I would have put that in my top 25 to be easy if it came out earlier. But just know, like, tracks like that, man, there's just a lot of great music. Don't forget, this is my opinion. That was the last, I'm just gonna say, that was the last album on there. This is just my opinion. Remember, put your top 5, you know, songs and albums that didn't make your, you know, top list in the comments below. I want to hear what y'all think. At the end of the day, music is subjective. Remember that. This is Devin's opinion, Meami's opinion. You guys have yours. Don't get mad at me because I didn't like your album or because I didn't put JID in my top 10 overall albums. Please don't get mad at me. If you want to unsubscribe, please do so. Go about it nicely. I don't force you to watch me. If y'all want to be that one person that puts all the songs in the comment box below, by all means do it, or just watch the video. It's not really that hard. You can just listen. And don't forget, follow me on social medias. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Cruise on Fleet. I know I said I'm on the moon. See, look, y'all wouldn't even know. If a cop came up to me and said, "Sir, are you intoxicated?" I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good." And I could play it off cool because my Asian eyes are always low. But yeah, man, next video is gonna be my top 10 albums. I'm pretty excited. I think I did a great job picking what I liked and what I've been repeatedly listening to. It looks good. I think I did really good on it. So we're gonna keep it like that. Don't forget, follow me on social medias. Let me know what you want to hear. 2018 is my year, man. I'm gonna try to grind for 200K subs. Hopefully I get there, but I'm gonna work hard this year and see where it takes me, because last year I really didn't work that hard, and you know, it showed. So let me work hard this year and then complain. That's my motto. Till the next time, this has been your boy Dev. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. I think I already said that. And till next time, we out.